Following was an interesting recording posted by user Fluffy Furry Buddy. He states, "Just witnessed this on my baby monitor. What am I looking at?" Was it a guardian angel? Maybe the kid astral projecting? Or just a bug? Nikki and Kim have sent me the following recording that was shared on their paranormal exploration channel NK Hauntings. Both of them are located in Ireland and very interested in the paranormal. This night they made it to an abandoned house, which is situated in the waterside area of Derry. The house is known locally to be the highest in the area. They also were accompanied by Kim's cousin Kevin that night. And after the sun went down, they started their investigation in this very derelict building.
How many spirits are here, if any?
If you don't want to communicate with the spirit box, we have another device here that you can touch and make it light up.
I'm gonna stand here and then I'll turn this down again so it's very bright.
Are we okay standing here?
Leave?
Was there a fire?
Now take a look at the doorway in the back. Nikki keeps panning back to it in a few, and might have caught something strange without realizing it at the time. But something clearly must have been off, which made her pan towards there.
Make a bang.
Sound? Did that say sound? Right, don't touch me, I was only joking.
Make a bang. Or use your energy in this device here.
Room.
Is that a child?
I don't know.
Oh my God, whisper. Is this a kid's room?
Out.
Out. That was a child's voice saying out.
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 They state that a few seconds later they were exiting the room and didn't think they caught anything in there. However, this shadow silhouette was throwing them off a bit after rewatching the footage. Is it just a shadow which is caused by the perspective and angle of the camera, or was something with them that night? This video was posted by Nadok4Real. He states that he moved into a new apartment, that he is sure that it is haunted. He hears voices in the middle of the night and even sees shadows every now and then. He has placed several cameras in his place. One night, the following creepy message was left for him. What do you think? Could it be the spirit of the former owner, perhaps? At least that's what some commenters suggested. Could it be? This was posted by Asosa94. The man states that he is a security guard at a car auction. The old building is known for its many ghost stories. This evening, he was the only person remaining in this building, and as he was about to use the washroom, he was hearing some creepy noises stemming out of there, and he was terrified. Could the voice say, "Help me," perhaps? What do you hear exactly? The next submission was recorded by Michael Johnson. He lives in Tallahassee, Florida, and tells me that he recently started to take captures in his house. There's tons of activity going on, and ever so often he captures some snapshots. Specifically, he's asking for help and ideas as of what he can do to rid of these things in his place. These are a couple of the captures. But there was one that really caught my attention. Clearly an apparition seems to be standing there and looking at him. Possibly a child, or elderly lady in a dress or robe. Or is it simply pareidoia? I definitely suspect that there is something to this haunting. What's your opinion? The following case was shared by Ricardo on his very own Instagram. I had initially featured one of his clips in the past, but there's more to this creepy story. This whole saga started with Ricardo sending a video before dozing off. It shaped out to be a really terrifying clip. He was talking to his girlfriend on WhatsApp one night and was basically just sending her a video about him lying in bed. However, when showing her the dimly lit hallway, something rather creepy was captured.
Pues ya me acomodé y todo, ya me quiero dormir, ya tengo sueño, pero tienen la luz del pasillo prendida y mi mamá está escuchando un video, güey.
Something sinister was peeking around the doorway into Ricardo's bedroom that night. He states that he did not even notice this thing looking at him the night before. Ricardo started uploading a video diary about this really terrifying event. This video was sent by Mike and it was uploaded on the channel Fourth Wall. It features a young tourist who was taking a nice vacation. The day of this recording, he traveled to Mount Bentenyama, which is kind of a local tourist attraction, but not for the reasons you might think. It is said that the area is pretty much abandoned for the most part. A long time ago, there were many buildings in this area, which were all occupied. Many legends tell of spirits of the past that still can be found in these buildings, and ever so often they appear on photos and videos that people take. So you probably have guessed that the tourist that recorded all of this actually was a ghost tourist, I suppose, and hoped to record something creepy that night. Nothing interesting popped up on screen while he was there, and it was only after he returned back to the hotel and he vetted his footage that he noticed something appeared to be off. Noticed anything strange? Look again. Was our uploader able to record the face of a former resident? It certainly looks pretty eerie, and I have to say, it was really hard to make out in the woods. Could it be paranoia or something else, which just makes it look like a real face? But this isn't where things end. Take a good look at that now. Could it be that another apparition is standing between two trees here, possibly with bluish clothing on? Or is this something more explainable? What do you think? But, yet again, that wasn't all. Something is walking by at the top of the stairs, and since nobody was up there, at least to the man's knowledge, it leaves us with another mystery. Was it a semi-transparent apparition that he could capture here? All of this is of course just speculation, but these are pretty creepy encounters, whatever it all was in the end. What an intriguing old mountain. Jimmy has sent the next recording. Apparently it was shared by a concerned mother. She lives with her little daughter, and something seems to mess with the two every night. This is a recording of her night camera, as the entity seemed to be back for more mischief. The little kid told her mother that something pulled her legs that night. And if that's true, what was it? An uninvited entity? Or is the girl just imagining things? Nothing on first glance, however, something unusual seemed to be hiding from inside. Take another look. A dark shadow can be seen, and it was in fact not a reflection. This thing came from the inside of the house. And things just seemed to get worse from that night on. The lights malfunctioning was almost a nightly event now. His next update reads, "I was working in the living room when the power turned off and I heard something unusual. Then the stereo turned on. After a loud knock, the young man checks every corner of the lower floor. Can't come up with an explanation, however. Nightly bangs and sounds seem to be the largest part of his weekly video updates, since they seem to freak him out the most. One night it got so loud again that Ricardo had no other choice but to start recording. The following was uploaded shortly after. Weird noises, yes, but a viewer noticed something else on this recording that was really hard to see. An eye, or something that looks like it. After falling asleep, he heard something straight in front of his bed and took a photo. Is this an apparition or a shadow figure watching him perhaps? The lock of the door seems to be moving on its own. How creepy.
No mames. El peor es que este cuarto tiene años cerrado. Casi nadie lo abre. O sea, ahí estoy solo. No mames.
Ricardo states that he had goosebumps at this point and was terrified. Don't forget, he was alone at this time, but with some encouragement of his viewers, he foolishly decides to take a look into this room that had just opened.
No sé.
He tells us that he had quite a hard time to move around in this storage space due to a ton of garbage lying around, yet he took several photos of the inside. For many people, it is without a doubt the same entity that was seen several times before in this house. Is that possible? Thank you guys so much for watching.